Yo, check this out. Yo, getting it cracking. That's what that chick is into. If you want to be with that girl, you gotta do what that girl do. If she want to go hit the yoga mat, you gotta be willing to hit the yoga mat with her. If she likes to go and, you know what I'm saying, hit the gym, more than likely, when you first meeting her and shit, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be willing to hit the gym. She's a gym girl, so you do the gym shit. That girl like volleyball, and she spend most of her time over there playing volleyball, and you want to get into them draws, you better get used to playing volleyball too, nigga. That's just the way life is, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately, when you're going to meet women, you're going to see if they're into things that you're into or things that you're willing to get into or would like to get into, you know? You get to a point in your life where it's like, you're not going to just do things just to fuck with a girl, you know what I'm saying? Because you realize that if it'll make you unhappy, then in the long run, it's not going to be worth it. What a lot of guys do in the beginning is they act like they're into things that they don't like or not into just to get with the girl. Then eventually, you know what I'm saying, she realized that he's not even, the type of guy that he presented himself to be in the first place. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, you may have gotten to be able to get intimate with the woman, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, that's not the end goal. The end goal isn't to be intimate with them. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you realize it's just an ejaculation, and everything. It all just turns into masturbation, and after a while, that shit gets lame. Without having like a true connection and common interests, and we're really deeply feeling each other. So it's like we're gonna do things that we enjoy. So when I meet women, you know what I'm saying, some of the best women I meet is the ones that like to do the things I like to do. Women that like to go to the beach, you know what I'm saying, more than the average individual, you know what I'm saying? I'm a beach man. I'm from Long Beach, California, so of course I was gonna move somewhere where there was a beach at. I found Miami Beach. A lot of people don't know that I actually drove here from California. I drove, you know what I'm saying, from California, you know what I'm saying? I was in San Diego, and one afternoon, I was in the Rally's, motherfucking parking lot, looking at the damn dry-ass burger, and it was hot one day, and I said, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm leaving. I said, I'm gone. And I just, within an hour, I think I was out of there, because I was staying out of my car anyway, in my van and shit, all my shit, I had no motherfucking kids, and nobody had to, hey, I'm going to do this. No, I just do it, I drove over it, and I realized, like, that was one of the best things I could have ever done for myself, because I was able to really find my true self being in situations and places like this. So, if you want to find yourself or get more into yourself, go places where you are allowed to be yourself. If it's outside of your immediate environment where everybody expects you to be the same way, go somewhere else where you don't know nobody, so they can, so you can really experiment and see what you into. You dig? And then everything you want: women, life, success, prosperity, and opportunities